Hello and welcome back to my Tarot Corner. So, Halloween deck for Halloween and the season of the witch. This is the BELTANE oracle, which is the summer oracle. And I am still waiting for the green one to arrive. So, when it will, I will use it as well. But today I am doing a reading now about Prince Harry and the fact that he tried to convince his pals and exes to be interviewed for his book. So this is really someone who is completely blind and cannot see reality as it is. If he thinks that after he treated his pals, the ones that he shunned and disinvited from his wedding, the ones that he completely ignored after he started dating Meghan, or his exes, that the people that he actually wanted them to keep his secrets, but now he thinks that it's okay to spill their secrets. So, not surprisingly, they said no. And I'm going to look into this, and I'm going to use the 9-card spread that I haven't used for a long while. And I'm going to look into things, all of that relationship, all of that, everything that goes around this. This is a card. This is a deck that shows us a spread that shows us the Significator card, the card that is clarifying that one, a past card, a present card, a future card, and advice as well. But the advice here, as I'm going to ask for advice for the people on Prince Harry's past and how to deal with his petulant requests. So let's start by clearing the deck, and I did not say my disclaimer, so I'm saying it again now. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So clearing the deck now. Okay, so energies around Prince and Harry requesting his pals and his exes to interview for his memoir. What are the energies around that? What are the hidden influences? What can we see in their past relationship, present and future? And what can we give advice to the people that Harry wants to participate in his book or in his endeavors, probably the docu-series as well. So what kind of advice can we give them? So once again, Prince Harry requesting his pals and exes to interview for his book and participate in his projects. What can we see around this, all of the energies around this request and their denial? So once again, cutting this into 3 and starting with the first card, which is the Significator card. And the Significator card for all of this is the Page of Imps. So the Page of Imps, that is the Page of Wands. That is the person that is the eternal student, let's call it this way. And he is someone who jumps from one bandwagon to another bandwagon because he's never satisfied from what he has. He is someone who is someone who is a gambler, someone who is relying on luck, someone who is always looking for new things. And I believe that Rosie is coming to say hello. Yeah, את צריכה להיזהר מהאש. אש זה מסוכן, חמודה. She wanted to play with the stones and realized that the fire is there, and the fire is not good for her. Ken. She's now standing here very, very, looking at everything in a very serious way. Okay, so back to the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is someone who is jumping from bandwagon to bandwagon because nothing really is enough for him. And he starts things, but he never takes them all the way. And this is exactly Harry in everything that he's doing, because he's never satisfied from anything. He's never ignited about anything. So that's why he and his wife keep jumping from one bandwagon to another. So this is the Significator card, and the card who clarifies it is the Knight of Bats. Now the Knight of Bats, that is the Knight of Swords. It came in the reverse, but it doesn't really matter because I told you that I'm not reading reversals in the usually, and it is important to see is the Knight of Swords is going towards the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is looking at the Knight of Swords. So they are two people that have tendency to lose opportunities and problems. Both of them are with problems, and the Knight of Swords problem is that he is the spoiled kid. He's someone who is expecting others to do things for him. This is Harry that couldn't write his own book. He needed a ghostwriter, and he's not even giving that ghostwriter any kind of acknowledgement at least not in the cover of the book. So this is a person that always looks for people to do things for him, and I believe that this is also kind of a way to describe his relationship with his friends and with his exes. This is a person that is very comfortable in asking others to do things for him, and asking them, for example, to keep things a secret for him. But את רוצה לצאת? Okay, I'm letting Rosie go out. So as I was saying, these two are two different aspects of Harry, and both of them are explanations for why he is unable to become an ace. Why is he constantly losing opportunities? And here, this is a person that feels very comfortable in asking his friend to do things for him, but is not doing anything for them. So he did not cooperate with them when, for example, Meghan treated them very badly in a hunting expedition. He did not invite them to the party of his wedding because Meghan didn't want them there. He completely cut them out because that wasn't something that Meghan wanted. She did not like those friends, so those friends are out. The same goes with his ex-girlfriends. He used to be in a very good contact with Chelsea Davy. I suppose that he's not in any contact with her right now. So he shunned everyone out, but he still feels comfortable to ask them to do things for him. So both of these cards are showing us why Harry feels that it's okay to ask, and why he is losing opportunities, why he's never successful. Okay, so that's two things. Now the next card is the past. So what can we see in the past of that relationship? And we see the Seven of Bats. Okay, the Seven of Bats, that's the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, as I said, has two main ways to read it. One is looking at someone who is strategizing, planning, someone who has a good head, good thinking, and acts alone, someone who can turn an idea into reality. But this card has another side, and this is the side of leaving everyone out of the picture, using a disguise, manipulating some kind of lack of communication. This is quarrels, this is separation from his mother. All of these attributes to the Seven of Swords, and this is more the conniving Seven of Swords. Now, in the past, we can see that they used to have a great time together, okay? But this clown is a thief, as you can see here. He's taking away all of these swords. This is not how it is portrayed in the Rider-Waite, for example, for just to make it very plain. So in the past, they had a lot of fun together. They cooperate together in many things, many plans that they had to do things together. That was in the past, but also in the past, Harry treated them abominable. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that word, but he treated them really bad. That is something that is unquestionable. He shunned them. He acted like a thief in the night. He took away, I suppose, stopped answering calls. He was manipulative. He was leaving them out of the picture when he got married. So this is a person that took the bats and went. And this is Harry, who took the stories of their past together, and he means to use them. He means to tell those stories. He wanted to have the people on record on his book, but he still means to say his side of these stories. So that is his strategy, if we can use these two meanings together. But this is done in a manipulative way, in a way of disguise. He's trying to disguise himself as someone who cares about them, but he actually cares only about himself. So this is the past. Now the next card is the hidden influence, and the hidden influence in this is another court card, and this is the Page of Bats. So the Page of Bats, that is the slicked tongue person, that is the reporter, that is the liar, that is the someone who is maybe very good in verbal communication, but also very not trustworthy. So if we are tying it to the Seven of Swords, altogether it goes together very well. This is Harry trying to do things behind their back. This is Harry trying to sweet talk them to cooperating with his book. This is Harry trying to connive his way or to lie his way into putting the stories into the book, while he's able to come out and say they cooperated. This is not just me telling the story. And the card that clarifies the Page of Bats, which is the Page of Swords, is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, as you can see here, the Wheel of Fortune is a person that is on the wheel and is waiting for the knives to be thrown at him. And what better way of showing that this person is taking his destiny in his own hands? So he's trusting the universe to save him and to keep him alive. So this, the Wheel of Fortune, that is a card of change. This is a card of very profound change that starts from the inside and then reflects on the other side, on the outside. But this is also a card of someone who decides to take his destiny in his own hands. And in this aspect, it's more of Harry that believes that in a fatalistic way that everything just have to turn back, to turn the way that he wants, that the wheel needs to turn for his favor. He believes that everything is coming from above. This is a card where you can see the moon here also. So the mother is also having her, let's say, influence on him. But this card is a card of someone who is understanding that some kind of change has to happen. This is a card that shows change that happened in the way that he treated his friends and the way that his friends are treating him. But also this card shows that he is putting his book out there and relying on luck that will make it successful. So this is what the Wheel of Fortune is here, and this is his clarification for the Page of Swords. And together, the Page of Swords, which is the reporter, the liar, and here we have knives that are also a sword in a way. So both of them are going very well together, and this card shows only more that when he's telling his lies, when he's trying to convince people to cooperate with him, he is relying on luck, on his ability to convince them, even though he knows that he treated them in a very bad way. So what can we see about the present? And the present as it is right now, it's the King of Pumpkins. The King of, that's another court cards. And now, why are we getting so many court cards? We're getting so many court cards because court cards are people that are losing opportunities. They are people that get the opportunities bent, but they don't know how to seize the day. They don't know how to get over their own problems in order to become what the potential is giving them. Now, the King of Pentacles, that is the general manager. And this is a card that shows that Harry right now feels closer to the King of Pentacles as much as he can, but he would like to be actually the Emperor, not only the King of Pentacles. He wants to control the material world, but this is about being independent. Now, Harry knows that if his book sells as much as he wants it to sell, that would seal his ability to be financially independent. So this is a card of someone who is cold, someone who is ambitious, someone who only thinks about business. He doesn't really think about the people that he's trying to convince to open their heart to him. He doesn't think about how putting out those stories in the public domain will affect those so-called pals of him. So he is only thinking about the money, about being financially independent. This is what occupies him right now. This is what he thinks of right now. Okay, the advice is, as I said, for the friends. And the first card is the advice, the second card is clarifying the advice, and the advice is strength. Now, strength is a very important card because this card is calling his friends to find the control that they need within themselves. They need to be in control of the narrative. They need to be very strong in order to go over what Prince Harry has in store for them. I believe that he's going to throw quite a lot of mud at them. This card is telling them they need to find the control within themselves. They need to approach all of this with confidence, with serenity, with courage, and to believe that they have the ability to fight this and to go and just deny and show proof that what Harry is writing is not true. So this is a card that tells them to be very much self-confident and to use their control in order to be able to control the narrative by themselves. Okay, and the card that is clarifying the strength card is Justice. Okay, 2 major arcanas. So this is very spiritual, and the Justice is a card that speaks about cutting out everything that is in their way in order to go forward in their life, in order to be happy. This is a card that tells those friends, be sharp, be clear, be confident, be strong. Don't try to sugarcoat it. It's time to act. It's time to cut. They need to really cut Harry out of their lives completely. They need to make it very clear that everything that Harry is telling is subjective to him, that he did not get any permission to speak about their narratives, about their stories. This is even a card of going to court. So I won't be surprised if they decide to sue him in order to get some kind of reparations if the information that he puts in the book is really defamatory and is hurting them. So I am not ruling out the possibility of court and of going out to a lawsuit against Harry. So this card is very important. So what can we see for the future? And for the future, there is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, that is a card of cooperation and reward. Now, this is about Harry getting some kind of cooperation from the people he works with, but this is also about the friends probably cooperating together in order to fight this. They are combining forces, they are combining their resources, and they probably will go on lawsuit together. So this is about joining forces in order to fight this and getting the reward that they deserve. Now, from Harry's perspective, because this is a future card for Harry as well, from Harry's perspective, he will get money for this book. And I saw that in my previous reading about his book, that it will succeed. So he will get the money that he wants. So that is the cooperation of him with the ghostwriter, with Penguin Random House. That's all 3 of them, and it will yield money for all 3 of them. So this is a card that shows that Harry is once again all about the money, and he will get the money that he wants, but he will lose his friends in the process. So once again, I'm going to use the oracle cards in order to ask for advice for Harry's friends. So as I said, this is the seasons of the witch. This is the Beltane oracle. So this is more of a summer oracle. This is more sunny, more bright. But let's see what advice can we give Harry's pals and exes. Okay, so clearing the deck. Advice for Harry's pals and exes that he wanted to incorporate in his book. Advice for Harry's former pals and exes that he wanted to interview for his book. Okay, so the card that I'm getting is embodiment. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby stills my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. So let's see what it means. Okay, so this card is about embodiment, and embodiment invites these people to explore the most ideal version of themselves, to be honest about what makes them happy, to think about what they might look like and about how they carry themselves and speak. So this is about really knowing how they want to tackle this and exercising their inner power in order to do that. This card is a sign that some things that they want to change about their lives, and this is a confirmation that they should absolutely go for it. So if we're talking about suing Harry for writing about them in his book, this card is telling them, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.